I've got a 26-year-old daughter, and I've got 4 boys behind it. As a matter of fact, the boys are now pretty much adults, except the 11-year-old. I know what I had growing up. My dad was the example in our home. Man of integrity, a righteous man, and he still is to this day. And the hard part for me is being like my dad for my kids. A father is someone who's selfless and willing to give and willing to instruct and give the tough love. And without that being in the home, without that being around for them to see, they're gonna find the example somewhere else. And it may not necessarily be the example that they need to follow.
Fathers are really critical. The children, all children, learn primarily for observation. Yes, we tell them what to do, but more than anything, they're watching us, they're seeing us, and they need someone to observe, to walk it out in front of them. Not only that, fathers provide tremendous protection, affirmation. Their primary goal, one of the things God called them is to provide. The father is a provider. That's providing financially, that's providing emotionally, that's providing spiritually as a covering. The father is like a bulwark out there. In a sense, to get to them, you've got to go through the dad. Is there something that does to a child when the dad is there, when they've got something going on, they can go to the dad. There's no putting a price on that, how valuable, how vital that is. We understand sometimes the kids can be very frustrated. I mean, it's a joke me and Bishop Fred had about it sometimes. He'll tell me, he said, okay, I've got some children, I'll sell you cheap. Matter of fact, I'll pay you to take them. And I know what he means. There are days you feel like you really got this down, you're a great parent. And then there'll be something they'll do that you feel like you don't know anything. Like, I'm a total failure. The thing about it is that God is with you. He put the child in your life for a reason. They're your child. And the Lord has also anointed you. If you will just trust God and dig in there and hang in and follow the principles of the Word of God, of being consistent and distant, being consistent and showing love. Let them know I'm here. At the same time, this is the way we're going to walk. Walk this way. I will see the result, and I have seen the results. Still working on a lot of these things. They are not perfect. Bless the Lord. They are not perfect. Trust me. And I'm not either as a parent. Failed so many times. But thank God we serve a God that's willing to pick us up in spite of the failures and give us a second chance. His mercies are new every morning. And boy, as a parent, do I need mercies every morning. Trust me, every morning. I really do.
God entrusts you with a human life, not just a child, you know. I remember when I had my oldest son, because my wife went through so much. So when the midwife came and told me, hey, you have a pretty son and we're going to bring him out to see you in a minute. So when I brought my son out, I wept. I cried. I mean, I've never cried like that. I cried and I thank God at the same time. All because I knew God has trusted me, the human being. That's a life that I'll have to take care of. But at the same time, it comes with a blessing. Now when I have a tough day, he's my encourager, you know. Hi, Dad, give me the hug when I walk in the house. So it don't matter how hard it is for me that day, I know when I make it home, somebody's gonna give me a hug. You know, because like look at it, for instance now, to them, you're the best thing that ever happened to them. You're the most powerful, the strongest hero on the planet. You know, so the challenge part of it is you look at their face, and because of the respect, you know, they have for you as a person, as a father, you don't want to disappoint them. To me, that's a challenge. What I want my children to remember me of, that I was a father that they look up to. No, not just in terms of provision, but I guide them well, you know. Like I said, I did the best I could as a father. You know, because I know God gave them to me for a reason, and I don't want to get before God and I won't be able to give a correct account on how my children did, you know, what I expect for them. So at the end of the day, I want to be able to, you know, stand before God and say, God, the kids you gave me, I raised them to the best of my ability. I raised them well, you know.